So let's go on top where we have our viewDidLoad function. I'm going to put a mark here called this view life cycle. And underneath, I'm going to put another function, and this function is going to be private func setup, and we need to set up our search controller. And let's call this function inside our viewDidLoad. So I will say setup search controller. And let's see what we need in order to set up our search controller. So we already have this search controller initialized on top. So we say search controller, and we're going to access the search bar, and we are going to set a placeholder. Let me show you what we are doing here. See, whenever I come, my search controller is here, and we have a placeholder. It's city or country, so we can search city name or country name. So our placeholder is going to be equals to city or country. Then we want to say search controller search bar search results updater will be equals to self. So our view will be updated whenever we have something searched. And then we access our search controller again, and we say dismiss background, dims background during presentation equals to false. We don't want to dim our background. And finally we say defines presentation context is equals to true. Okay, this is the first part. We have an error here because our current view controller doesn't conform to the protocols required to be a search result updater. We are going to do it in just a second. I need to say search controller dot search bar dot search bar style is equals to UI search bar dot style dot prominent, because we want our search bar to always be visible, because by default you need to pull down and then the search bar appears. In our case we want it to always be here. Then I will say search controller dot search bar dot size to fit. So this will resize our search bar to fit our view. And finally we say search controller dot search bar dot background image. We are going to set it to UI image, and we just instantiated one. So we have a why we are doing it, so we have this nice empty background. If I comment this out, and let's also comment out this line so we can run our application, and you will see how our search bar look now. Oh, it's not even here, so we are missing one line here. We need to say table view dot table view header view is equals to our search controller dot search bar. So now our header of our table view will be our search bar. So if I rerun, we should see what's going on here. Okay, now we have our search controller, and you see this gray surrounding, which is not very cool. We wanted to have a empty area. That's why we are setting this to be empty UI image. And also our table currently has no object inside, And you can see these empty cells here, which I don't really like, and in order to get rid of them, in my view did load, I'm going to access my table view dot table view footer view is going to be equals to UI view, and we create an empty view. So if I rerun now, we shouldn't see any empty lines, and our background should be nice and empty. So let's go there. See, now our background is empty. We don't have this green gray area, and our cells also disappear, which were empty. So what we want to do to keep our application continuation on the design, I'm going to select my table view here, and let's set the background color to be dark gray, I guess. Let me check what I have on my source here. I think it was a light gray. Let's see. Oh no, it's a dark gray. Dark gray, and our view is gonna be dark gray as well. So if I select my view, the background color we need to change to dark gray. So let's run and just last check if everything is okay. So we have nice black background, and our search area is nice and tidy now.